name's Tommy. Thanks for hanging with a couple of my very talented friends over the last little while. We'll keep this brief because if there's one thing I know, what words could come that could be adequate after music like that? But let me bring out who was making that music for this last 14 months. Please welcome the orchestra. There are a lot of things that were flying through my Swiss cheese brain today as I was watching this. But in those moments when this orchestra and this exalted company would be in full synchronicity, I thought, where else in the world would you want to be? Where else can you feel that? Can you feel something that unified? And to be here and to know that that's possible because this theater opened their doors and made a home for us. Everybody at the Lunt made us feel like we belonged here, even though we knew we were just renting it for a while. Because we had a group of producers led by Jeffrey Seller who said yes, and yes, and yes, and yes. Creative team surrounding this production. They created a world out of a bunch of conversations and dreams and gave us blueprints to build this. And everybody who works on the sides and below and up there making the light find this company. Yes, that's right. Just one person, the whole thing. I was thinking today, there was a moment early after the opening when Daniel and Aaron were standing here, and there's no place like London, and Daniel moved through the fog, and there was a perfect outline of his shape. And then 5 seconds later, it was gone. I thought, well, there's the metaphor for the whole thing. And there's something that happens to a group of people when this unlikely, impossible show, which no algorithm could ever make, it's actually like 2 seasons on Netflix right now. When you think about what Hugh Wheeler and what Stephen Sondheim wrought out of nothing with Christopher Bond as this incredible source of inspiration, it was this prism that we all got to try to send our light through. And what I know is when you go through a prism, something refracts and something changes, and you are not the same, and your trajectory is not the same. And of course, we don't get to do that unless anybody who's here tonight or anybody who has been here over this last little while allowed us to turn those lights on and to try to transport. And also, this is the thing about theater, which is why it is unlike anything else. Because the other thing that is true, this company, from the moment we opened the show until this company that closed the show, I was hoping that there would be a group of people that could take note and say, I can't believe they were all in the same place at the same time. And it was here at the Lunt. This did happen. You remind us this happened. And so even as the shape of the body becomes something else and then becomes part of the history of this particular theater, I start thinking about this idea that when you're making theater, and to paraphrase, if you're writing messages in the melting snow, they'll go away. But I know who doesn't forget it. The people that read the message and the people that made the message. So everybody up here, we got to scratch it out every night, twice on Wednesdays, twice on Saturdays. But not on Tuesdays. And I know that we'll remember writing it. And I hope that you and everybody who came through here will remember, and you will say, yeah, I was there. I saw it. The night was like this. The afternoon was like that. And in that possibility, this thing lives on forever and becomes a point and a line that had much to get us here and much ahead of us. So thank you for supporting theater. Thank you for being here.